Welcome everyone. In this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to create these viral cartoons. So these sort of cartoons are going viral on the internet and they get a lot of views, and you can utilize this opportunity to create these kind of videos and go viral, and also at the same time you can monetize it too. So today I'm going to break down how to create these sort of videos and documentaries. First of all, you need to decide what kind of story you want to tell. So let's say you wanted to tell a story about a preacher. First thing you're going to do is you need to take a screenshot of this. So take a screenshot of this. And now what we'll do is we'll open up ChatGPT. So open up ChatGPT, and here in ChatGPT you're going to paste in this prompt, and you're going to say break this down into a JSON prompt. So now ChatGPT will break this photo down into a JSON prompt. Essentially, JSON prompt is going to include all the important details of the image, like the location, the environment, the lighting, the art style, the character, what he's wearing, and what is going on in the background. Everything is going to be included in the JSON prompt. While that is being generated, what we can do next is we can come back here and we're going to copy the URL of the video. Then we're going to type YouTube transcript download. So we're going to type that, and then we're going to come here and I'm going to paste the URL right here. So after pasting the URL, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on copy transcript. So now I have the whole transcript of the video. Now come back to ChatGPT, start a new chat. After starting a new chat, paste in your transcript and say, can you break this transcript down and help me create a story about a preacher who was a vigilante at night. During daytime he will be a preacher, and at nighttime he will be out there fighting crime. Okay, so now what it will do is it will basically generate you your whole script. So, and there you go. Now it has created us our script. So what you need to do now is you need to copy your script. So copy all of your script. But for demonstration, I'm just going to copy a part of it. So copy this and then bring it back here into this chat. And here, paste in your script. And at the end of the script, add this important piece of prompt. So right here, it should say, read the script, give me prompt to create the scenes every 2-3 lines. After the scenes, give me a master prompt for the character that fits the script perfectly and has the same style you broke down in POV. Then click generate. Now what it will do is it will generate you prompts for each scene, and also it will generate you a master prompt for your character. So we're gonna wait for a while it generates us the master prompt for our character. Once it has generated us our master character prompt, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna copy this, and then I'm going to type flow right here. So this is the first paid tool we'll be using. Once you're into Google Flow, click on new project. Now come back to ChatGPT, copy your master character prompt and paste it right here. Make sure here you select 902 because this is the fastest and the most advanced model. Click generate, and now it will generate you these photos. So out of all of these, pick the one that you really like the most. I feel like this one here, right here, looks the best. So I'm going to add this photo to prompt. Then I'm going to come back to ChatGPT, and then I'm going to come back to scene 1. So I'm going to paste the prompt for scene 1 and then paste it right here. Come back here, copy the prompt for scene 2 and paste it right here, and basically do the same thing for all the other scenes. So I'm just gonna start copying and pasting the prompt for all the other scenes. Whenever you paste the prompt for each scene, make sure that you upload the photo of your character. Now it has generated us photos for scene 1. So out of all of these, I will pick this one because I think this one looks the most realistic and the most cinematic. So once you like the photo, all you have to do is click here and click on download it to 1K. So it will be downloaded. Then do the same for scene 2. So for scene 2 right here, I feel like this one looks really nice. So I'm going to click here and download that too. I feel like out of all of these, I feel like this one looks the best. So I'm going to download this one as well. Download it to 1K. And for our scene 4, we've got this image. So I'm going to download it to 1K as well. Essentially, you will have to repeat the same process for all your scenes. And once you have generated all your photos and you're happy with them, the next step is to turn them into videos. So to turn them into videos, we're going to be using this tool called Grok AI. So I'm going to come to Grok, and here you have to basically click on imagine, and then it will take you to this page. And on this page, click on the plus icon, and here you can upload your image. So we've got our first image right here. So for our first image, imagining this preacher, he's sitting in the church and he's praying. So I will write a similar prompt like that in Grok. So I'm going to upload the image and I'm going to say a still camera shot of this preacher who is praying in the church. So once you've written your prompt, select video, select your resolution. So you can select it to 720p, and then also you can choose your duration from here. I'm going to choose mine to 6 seconds. Then click generate. Then now it will generate you your first video. Let's move on to our next video. So our next video is this preacher and he's praying right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write again a prompt. A still camera shot of the preacher praying, and there is this golden ray of light coming towards the left side of the screen, a cinematic still shot. Okay, so write this prompt and then select your resolution and everything and then click generate. Okay, now moving on to the third scene, what we need to do for our third scene is click here and then type a simple prompt saying the preacher comforts the woman who's crying. Write a simple prompt like that and then click generate. So now it will generate us our scene 3. Coming back here, now let's work on our fourth scene. I'm going to upload my photo. I'm going to say a very slow zoom in. The light behind the preacher keeps shining brightly. Because in the last image, he's standing behind the altar. So I wanted to kind of show that, you know, he's a good person. Our first video is ready where he is praying. I'm going to come back to my second video. Our second video is ready as well, where the sun is shining upon his face. And the fourth video here as well, where he is comforting a woman who's crying. And our fourth video is ready as well. And this looks overall very cinematic and appealing. Okay, now we have our videos ready. The next step we need to take is we need to turn our script right here into a voiceover. So to do that, what we need to do is we need to come to Google and type 11 Labs. And then it should take you to this page where what you have to do now is click on voices and then type crime. And then it will give you a bunch of voices. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the best one. So here you can come to language, select English, and then you can select the accent to American. So I'm just gonna browse through some of the voices to see which one I feel like sounds the best.
So you need a voice that actually... 22-year-old Dylan Price. Nothing was missing.
The stillness of the evening was pierced.
The police knocked the door in with a battering ram and were shocked to find the horror within.
I think this one sounds the best. So once I've found the voice that I like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the corner and click on use voice. Once I've done that, I'm going to paste in my script and then from here select V3 enhance and then click generate speech.
You always believed. Not the loud kind of belief.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to download our voice. Now open up an editor of your choice. So for me, I'm choosing CapCut and then I'm going to click on create new project. I'm going to come to Grok and I'm going to download all my videos one by one. Now drag all the videos and the audio into CapCut. First of all, drag your voice clip down here and you can play it.
You always believed. Not the loud kind of belief.
Right. So now just start adding clips on top of each other. So we're going to add our first clip where he's sitting in the church praying. I'm going to play the clip.
You always believed. Not the loud kind of belief.
I think I'm going to cut it right here. And then I'm going to add this shot where he's praying right close to sunset time.
Kind of belief. Not the kind that needed to prove itself. Quiet faith. The kind that sits...
So I'm going to cut the video right here. I'm going to add my new clip.
Sits with people in their worst moments and tells them to hold on. That's why you became Father Michael.
So the part where he says that's why you became Father Michael, I'm going to cut the clip right there and add a new clip.
That's why you became Father Michael. Not for power, not for status, but to help.
So I'm going to play it from the start and I feel like our YouTube, I'm going to add this music on top of the clip. So this will allow us to get that feeling, get that vibe. You can choose any kind of music you want, but I think for this video, this Christian music would go well. So yeah, there you go. It sounds pretty good. So now I'm going to play the clip one last time without the music.
You always believed. Not the loud kind of belief. Not the kind that needed to prove itself. Quiet faith. The kind that sits with people in their worst moments and tells them to hold on. That's why you became Father Michael. Not for power, not for status.
Okay, perfect. So now our video is ready. What you can do is to enhance it, you can come to captions and you can auto-generate the captions. Guys, our video is ready. If you found this helpful, then make sure to follow for more.